The marketing and awareness of 988 is very important. Many people still are not aware that 988 exists as a call number for crisis services. And here in Mahoning County, Help Network of Northeast Ohio is that call center answering the calls of 988.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Who's the only local bank with a mobile mortgage app? Farmers. Download the app to contact your lender, calculate payments, securely scan and upload documents, and check the status of your loan. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal, Farmers.
988 came into effect in June of last year. 988 is the new 3-digit number that is a national suicide and crisis lifeline number. The reason it was created is so that it could be an easy to remember number for people to call rather than trying to remember a 1-800 number. And so it went into effect June of last year, but it was a soft launch. So now that we are into this a good year, we wanted to make sure that we got the message out. And so what you see behind me is Hope in Motion. And the bus that's behind me that has the wrap will be traveling the whole Mahoning Valley. It'll travel every route in the Mahoning Valley, promoting the fact that 988 is the suicide crisis hotline. And we, as Help Network of Northeast Ohio, answer that call for Ashtabula, Trumbull, Mahoning, and Columbiana counties.
The marketing and awareness of 988 is very important. Many people still are not aware that 988 exists as a call number for crisis services. And here in Mahoning County, Help Network of Northeast Ohio is that call center answering the calls of 988. Very experienced in providing behavioral health services on the telephone. And by answering the phone calls here, they're answering for the local community. So they know the resources to help people connect if they need additional resources. They're also very well trained to help on the phone. Many of the phone calls are handled just by the phone call itself.
Mental health care is health care, and this really is a great thing happening, because when you're in that moment and all you see is darkness, and this number, you see this number and you call it, the easy number to remember, the workers at Help Network will help you see there's all these resources, and there's another day. We've had 39 people take their lives since January in Mahoning County, and that's a tragedy. Of those 39, about 80% were men, and we can't figure out why men are killing themselves at a very, very high rate. Of those men, 5 are veterans. So again, this is going to save lives. Vince and his staff are going to save lives, and we're blessed in Mahoning County because the 988 is also something called a 211 center. So in Mahoning County and in Trumbull and Columbiana, if you call them, they also have all the resources in the community. The rest of the state isn't like that. You may have 2 different numbers. So if you call here, there's a giant safety net, because I always say every crisis call ends up in a referral. And if you're an elderly person and you can't pay your electric and you call the 211, you're going to need a trained crisis worker, because you may end up in that situation.
Having 988 available allows all Ohioans across the entire state to be able to utilize the same number in Ohio and nationwide. So if an Ohioan goes on vacation or moves out of state, the number remains the same, and that's very important for emergencies. Very similar to 911, a 3-digit number that people can remember. In crisis, that's important because to think about what number to call would delay the response, delay that person getting help. And so 988 is seeing calls from Ohioans across the state. In the first year of service, about 150,000 contacts were made. That's calls, chats, and text to the Ohio 988 number.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Who's the only local bank with a mobile mortgage app? Farmers. Download the app to contact your lender, calculate payments, securely scan and upload documents, and check the status of your loan. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal, Farmers.